Good day, Grade 12. This is Mr. Engelbrecht speaking, and I'm teaching Computer Applications Technology. Today's topic, we're going to do Internet connectivity and Internet connection services. At the bottom here, you'll find all the work available at tinyurl.com/AfricaTeenGeeks. If we go and take a look what we're going to do today, we're going to do wide area networkings, in which we're going to do the definition thereof, what its purpose is in our country and the world, and the role of the wide area network. And then we're going to see that the internet is just an example of a wide area network. Third point we're going to focus on is real-time messaging. And in real-time messaging, we're going to look at instant messaging and chat. We're going to look at VoIP. And we're going to look at FTP and file sharing. And lastly, to round off today's lesson, we're going to look at grid computing and cloud computing. Get stuck into it. So, this is an image of a wide area networking. Now, interesting to note that I did put down here at the bottom commons.wikipedia.org, the name of the place or the name of the website where I retrieved this image from. It's very important then when we do presentations or when we produce content that we're able to use links and images and video files that's freely available for everyone. Just don't go and use your, unless it's your own personal content. Just do not go and use anyone's images. First ask them for permission. In this case, the permission is granted through a license called Creative Commons. So I can use this image as long as I put down the link here at the bottom. Okay, so what is a WAN? You can see from this image, here's your local area network. This is most likely what you've got in class. Then from that, everything goes to a certain point. You log on to the server and everyone works. As soon as you want to go through to the internet, then the internet goes out here into the cloud, and from there it gets distributed to another local area network or another network where the server sits. So for example, if you want to type in www.google.com, from there it will go to the server. Server says, I don't know where that is, but go ask this person or go ask this device. This device also says, I don't know where this is, but go ask the device here in the cloud. Device in the cloud will say, yeah, I know where it is, and will route you or give you a route to the correct destination. So that is in essence the way a WAN operates. So it is all over the place, all over the world, all over the city, all over the country, all over the continents. If we go on to the next one, so what is a WAN in definition? So in definition it is over a wide area. Now wide area should always include an example, such as a city, a country, or even continents. What is the purpose of a WAN? To facilitate file sharing. If you type in www.google.com, Google sends back to you an HTML file, and that HTML file is shared with you. That's as easy as that. That's the purpose of a wide area network, is just to do file sharing. Role, it is electronic communications worldwide. That's where it is, electronic communications worldwide. And then the biggest WAN ever created was the internet. Right, if we go on to our next slide, there we go. Okay, let's take a look at some of the internet services that's available on the internet. Right. So the first one that we've got there is real-time messaging, or chats, or Zoom chats, or whatever. I'm going to go and maybe give you an example of a chat. Here's a WhatsApp chat that we've got. So that chat should be able to, and the Zoom chat itself is kind of instant messaging. The WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, you type in something, immediately a reply comes back, or not immediately a reply has come back, but it is immediately delivered on the other person's device. Right. Next one, VoIP or Voice over Internet Protocol. Sorry, just to get back on the Zoom chat. If we go back and hopefully there's a link. Let's see the link. It's going to give us the link. Nope, it's not going to give us the link, but that should give us the Zoom chat box. Voice over Internet or VoIP will give us telephones over the internet. Make sure now of the following. What we are doing over the line using Zoom is conferencing. That is different than voice over internet. Voice over internet is a protocol. What is a protocol? It's a way people are talking to one another. For example, I'm talking to you in English. That is a language protocol. It's got rules and regulations. The same with VoIP. VoIP is a protocol that a program such as Skype use to communicate with Skype on the other side. What is important is that you can also phone normal telephone numbers in order to do the voice over internet protocol. Whereas with conferencing, it does not necessarily work that way. But you do need the voice over internet protocol if you want to use the telephones. So they're not necessarily the same thing. Most likely, yes, VoIP also does video calling, but it is linked to some form of telephone exchange. That's the difference. Whereas Zoom and Microsoft Teams does not necessarily connect to them. Very good example, which you will always put down, computing. Skype. Oh, very good example. Next one that we've got is file transfer good example protocol. That's where you send your, see if we can open up the site, your files through Zoom. So that is one way of doing that. I'm going to copy that. If there's an example, I'm going to show you. It seems I have to switch off my laser pointer for that to work. Let's see if the FTP site's going to show up. So here's an FTP site that I've got. Look, next one, cloud computing. Right. So here we've got applications. Remember when you start in the CAT class? There we go. You've got something like Microsoft Word of people and Microsoft Excel that came together for the COVID-19 in the cloud. When you can open computing consortium. What Google they are doing, Docs, they're saying, or a Google we're Sheets. Giving the reason why I'm some using Google, of our hardware out there, some of our RAM to up to date, and everyone uses it because almost everyone has got at who's participating in this just project. Type in people from IBM, AMD, Sheets.google.com, Google Cloud, Hewitt, Packard. Second type of Microsoft cloud computing. NVIDIA. So we've got applications, we've got storage, some of the best names file sharing in America with regards to academic institutions. We've got email as well. Here we've got supercomputing centers. So what then we've got Google Drive. They all now what Google Drive is band together and say storage. Our computers local are in storage. Our storage. What does local storage look like? Our business. It's your C drive. But your hard drive. We give you it's your internet access to the memory stick that you can use the core optical drive, your DVD, and that you can use the RAM drive to run your program. You will see and drive.google.com. What it's in the cloud. It says it's up there in the cloud, and 41,000 that's where you store your stuff. Separate 105,000 computers are part of this project. Hard drive. And that is grid computing. Again, file sharing. Google Drive can also do file sharing via link. 105,000 this one is the one that I showed you, ftp.countryside, sun.ac.za, in cities and in dungeons and in places where there's almost no lights. There's the address. So if you type in that, hacking away
sorry, not
at
FTP.
solutions
That shouldn't be
to what's
HTTP
currently
there.
going
That
on
should be FTP
all
there.
over the world.
Let's just quickly
There's
change that
105,000 computers that's doing the thinking
to
for
the
us,
pen.
and that's
Let's
just in
change
America.
it to the pen, so that shouldn't
And
be
this
HTTP.
is for me the best example of grid computing,
FTP.
where people donate their RAM, their CPUs, and other people can use
Right.
them
So
for
that's what this
purposes
should be,
such as
for
this,
it to be
because it
correct.
increases the
It
performance.
should read
The more
FTP
computers you've got, the
the
more you can
Right.
do things.
So that would
So
give us
this is for
a
grid
file
computing.
sharing from someone to you in the olden days. Still goes on for very large files. I'm talking about 600, 700 megabytes. That for some people is still the preferred method. And then lastly, we can have email, where we can send attachments and through Outlook and just normal email that we got with cloud computing as well. Then, what other examples of grid computing that you know of? Go look at the NASA websites. Very interesting there. Go look at that. It's also a form of grid computing. And for cloud computing, what other types of cloud computing is there? There's not only Google. Dropbox, yes, it's also a form of cloud computing, also a form of file storage. But go look at it. Okay, so what can we take away from today? WAN is the internet. The biggest WAN on planet Earth is the internet. There's just no choice about that. Then, for internet services, we've got the cloud. With the cloud, we said we've got a few apps. We've got apps, we've got all of those services, but all of them use a protocol. So again, what is a protocol? A protocol is a way we talk to one another. Here's two protocols. Here's FTP and here's VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol. Then we looked at cloud computing, which is kind of similar to there. And then we looked at grid computing, where companies use it to look for COVID-19 measures. So that is a way of fighting the disease using computers, or fighting the virus. Shared links, the shared links I gave you right at the start of the PowerPoint. So what are we going to do tomorrow? We're going to look at government e-services, and we're going to look at how our South African government is giving us information or helping us through e-services. So that's going to become very important tomorrow. So be here, and so that we can see what we can do. And then for more information, you can contact me at engelbrecht.r@hslspark.co.za. You can follow us at Africa Teen Geeks and Lockdown eSchool. So that is where we're going to go from there. And this is for the lesson today. Thank you very much for being here, and see you tomorrow.